Robert Heffernan, Endotech Analytics, streaming live exclusively for Pareto token holders. This is a live stream on YouTube, and right now it's not exclusive because if you don't have tokens, you can still be watching it. But very soon, you're going to need Pareto tokens in order to access the content that Endotech will be delivering to the network and all the other content contributors that will flock to the network. You're going to need tokens to view all of that content also. It is Friday. You know, a lot of the exchanges around the world are closed, and hashtag CNS, cryptos never sleep. They're open and available for trading right now as we speak. So let's do the rounds. Doing the rounds today, you know, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep this session about trading. All right. And the particular nuances that I've found in the crypto world trading. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the market action. We've seen these things, especially the 6 that are on the sheet, the Blockchain Vitals sheet. By the way, this is Blockchain Vitals, your daily show talking all things crypto. So it's, for me as a trader, as I've said over the past couple of days, I was looking for much lower levels to establish long positions. And right now, as we see what's going on here, in my mind, I'm like, is this a rest day and Saturday and Sunday continues to see a washout in these markets, or are we building a bottom from which we're going to get higher price action from? And I'm on the fence right now. I'll talk about one thing that I did get involved in a little bit, but you know, I want to see what Saturday and Sunday's trade brings to this and see whether this is truly just a rest day and the market's going to continue lower, or is this a bottom building setup and we're going to trade higher from here? So I'm a bit on the fence on that exact thing. All right, I want to talk a little bit about trading these majors. And one thing I think you need to think about are the potentials and percentage terms or percent return on these majors that you're trading. Now, let me explain that in that, you know, for 25, 30 years that I spent on the floor of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, with the leverage that was applied to every single contract on the floor, you didn't really have to think about percentage returns. You thought about dollars and cents, how much you were risking per contract, what that could make you per contract, because the leverage involved in trading commodities is such that all those things were highly leveraged. So everything that you traded gave you a good return portion of that. Obviously, there was risk involved in it, but the return, especially because of the leverage, was always excellent trading commodities. When you're thinking about these cryptos, though, I'm not trading with leverage in them. And so you got to think about what the potential in the market is, and the sheet does a really good job of that. And you can do yourself a favor and be a historian of the price action, so you know what the potentials are. For instance, if this is bottoming, right, and we do return, and let's say we return to the levels that some of these things have been to, well, Bitcoin, you're going to double your money, right? It's turning around 10,000. It goes to 20,000. You've doubled your money. Dash 2.5 times ish. A lot of things are like that, maybe 3 times. The one that's got my interest, and we didn't get the washout that I was expecting, but it's broken so much, is Nextcoin. It's trading about 20 cents, right, per US dollar. And if it goes back to where it traded to on its highs, that's a 10 times return. So I think you need to do that kind of analysis on what's the percentage return that you're getting on any trade setup that you go. And since there's so much parity in these markets, you want to be aware of that, because at the end of the day, that's what you're chasing. You're chasing that total percentage return of this part of your portfolio. So keep that in mind, all right? Keep that in mind. Let's take the vitals. You know, taking the vitals, again, let me just explain a little bit that, you know, similar to a visit to the doctor, and I know someone that was just at the doctor, the first thing they do is take your blood pressure, your pulse, your temperature, just some real basic things to figure out, is this person human or cyborg? First of all, does he have a pulse? Is he alive? Uh, Pretty similar for me anyway. My approach to trading anything, whether it be soybeans or Dash, is let's take a look at the vitals. What is the price action currently, and what does it mean in relation to uh, many things, but on the blockchain vitals sheet in particular, value range, which is the top right of that, the momentum model, which is the bottom right, and then the pivot model, which is the left column. What does the price action mean in regards to that? So right now, Dash trading 630, right in that middle of that value range, 611 to 635. Again, third day in a row now, this Dash has found resilience once it's been through its lower momentum level. Again, today, traded much well through the momentum level and came back, which tells me there are people buying this thing, defending this lower momentum level. And again, I want to see how, is this a rest day? Has this been like a rest 3 days in Dash actually? Or is it going to continue down and head towards that lower momentum collar level, those lower levels that I'm actually working some orders at to buy some of this? But again, so it just can't seem to close in lower momentum. There's some defensive buying going on here. From a value range perspective, you want to see this thing, if you're a bull, you want to see it build some time and volume above 635. That's also the pivot there, right? 627 to 635 area. You'd really like to see it spend some time, build some volume above there, and then I think you can investigate some of those other levels, 664 being the average from the momentum model, 666, the devil's number. But that's the second target, a fib based on the expected range in Dash today. And if we can get going here and take out those levels, then 706, the up momentum level, you really want to see it close back up above there if you really have your bull panties on. All right, let's continue with Ethereum trading 863. Again, we had a stabilization here. I really thought this stuff might wash out again today. Is this a rest day, or are we building a bottom for higher price action? Right there at that high end of value right now, 827 to 867 is the value range. At 887 level is the average. You want to see it get above there, but we did not close in lower momentum 2 days in a row here in Ether, and that is healthy for that contract. I call it a contract. Those are my years of the floor. For that crypto, closing out of lower momentum. So again, is it a rest day, or do we regain that lower momentum Saturday and Sunday and this thing trades lower? I'm on the fence right now. I'm still working orders lower. And I will probably get more aggressive if it doesn't wash out tomorrow and definitely Sunday. But for right now, I'll say it again. I'm waiting to see whether this was a rest day or are we going to continue lower. Bitcoin, 10,338. Right at its high end of value, at value range 98.48 to 10,357. Never really got to that lower momentum level for me to get involved. Again, I got orders working there. I'm going to be patient and wait to see what happens Saturday and Sunday in the trade, because cryptos never sleep. So I'll be looking at it. I'll be looking at it Saturday and Sunday and adjusting my strategy as I see fit. All right, let's talk a little BI versus AI, Bob's intelligence versus the artificial intelligence that we are building and will be available. Let's go deep into that AI engine, deep in the matrix here. Again, this is what that interface is going to look like on our AI engine. That technical analysis, middle of the left side, that's where the blockchain vitals will be housed, but there's so much more coming down the pipeline from Endotech Analytics. The whole thing on the AI, I mean, I think I'm a pretty good analyst, but the ability to churn the data that is required because of the number of coins, it's just out of my league. You really need an interface that can weed out, that can simplify this process and this it's just a growing asset class, and it's going to keep growing. And you really need to be able to crunch the numbers in order to make any sense of it. And Endotech Analytics ready to bring to the market this interface that is going to help you with that. So many different things involved in it, but this is what it looks like. And I can't wait for it to help me. And I can't wait to lose the BI versus AI battle on a daily basis and make money doing it, because you just needed capacity to crunch the information in this class is what's really going to be helpful going forward. All right, listen, you guys have a great week. I'm still deep in the matrix, and I'm going to stay here. Have a great weekend. I will be back tomorrow and Sunday because cryptos never sleep. If you are taking the weekend off from crypto trading, I will see you back here Monday afternoon, 4:30 Pacific, 6:30 Central, 7:30 on the East Coast, and good morning in Asia. Already Saturday in Asia. All right. Have a great night.